Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. How are New Hampshire's chambers faring during this pandemic? Well, it's an important question because that's where local businesses meet and gather to talk about issues, business issues, and where they focus on boosting the local economy. But it's all been turned on its head because of the pandemic. And it's a challenge to the chambers, even though they're trying to adapt to it. But their businesses, some of them, are sagging under the weight of this pandemic. So what are they doing? Manchester Chamber is surveying its members, considering the ongoing impact of COVID-19. What is the most pressing challenge facing your business? And here's another one. How comfortable are you attending in-person events that incorporate social distancing practices? And then the Keene Chamber is doing what several New Hampshire chambers are doing or have done. Keene and Peterborough chambers are merging. The chambers attributed the merger to financial difficulties plaguing many small chambers of commerce in the light of COVID-19. So with me is Michael Skeleton, President and CEO of the Greater Manchester Chamber of Commerce, and Phil Suter, who is President and CEO of the Greater Keene Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to you both. Mike, let's start with you. What feedback did you get from that survey?
Well, it's certainly a challenging time for our business community. And the feedback that we've heard from our members is, they have been able to navigate the short-term 2020 impacts of COVID-19 for the most part, although certainly some industries are hurting more than others. But looking ahead, I think the question and challenge they are facing is one of uncertainty. And consumer confidence is critical to businesses being successful. And are people going to be spending money? Are they going to be going to restaurants? Are they shopping? And I think there has been some positive signs, and there's a light at the end of the tunnel with the vaccine improving those metrics. But we have to see how we get into the first of the year. And I think businesses are preparing themselves for guiding through a tricky start to 2021.
Have any of them closed, Michael?
Fortunately, we have seen some business closures. I think that's happened in many parts of our state. But I think our business community overall has shown enormous resiliency and has found a lot of creative ways to adapt and reinvent themselves. I think for our restaurant industry, for example, I have just marveled at their ability to pivot and do things like takeout, to do creative social distancing, indoors, outdoors, and find ways to continue to serve their populations.
Phil, your chamber is merging with the Peterborough Chamber of Commerce, which expands the geography of your footprint throughout most of southwestern New Hampshire.
The pandemic emphasized to all of us that chambers are small businesses too. And we've had to pivot and think about our business model and think about the way we deliver value to our members. And in the course of those discussions, the boards of both chambers earlier this year voted to proceed with a kind of a due diligence process to look at whether or not we could gain some efficiencies by doing our work together. And more recently, they voted to go ahead and get that done. So we hope that merger will be complete by the end of the year.
And, there's, as you know, other chambers in the state have merged. The Merrimack and Souhegan Valley chambers merged, and the former Lebanon and Hanover chambers created the Upper Valley Business Alliance. So, by the way, Phil, have any of your businesses closed in the Keene area?
Well, like Mike in Manchester, unfortunately, the answer to that is yes. And not that many, in the bigger scheme of things. We're fortunate in that way. And I think I'd echo what Michael said about resiliency. I mean, that is something that makes us all people of New Hampshire, but we're particularly proud of our resiliency in the southwest part of the state.
As you look ahead to the next several months, what absolutely has to happen to keep your members in business, as efforts to control the pandemic and to keep the local economy going at the same time are often in conflict?
Well, I don't think they need to be in conflict necessarily, because ultimately, I think as our policymakers have said from top to bottom, if you can get the virus under control, it's going to help the economy recover more quickly. And I think New Hampshire, under the leadership of Governor Sununu and our state officials, has done a really good job responding to this pandemic. And we all need to do our part to support them and follow mask wearing and universal guidelines and hand hygiene to slow the spread, so that the sooner we can do that and wait for that vaccine development and delivery later into 2021, that's when the economy can really come back.
Bill, same question.
I've been very impressed with the way the state has put public health first and some of the economic considerations second. That may sound odd coming from a chamber person whose job it is to promote business, but it really has been the case. And Taylor Caswell and his team at BEA have really been instrumental in being a kind of a liaison between state government and the chambers throughout the state. And we've tried to work in lockstep with them to make sure that our messaging to our members is consistent around the state.
My thanks to Mike Skelton, President and CEO of the Greater Manchester Chamber of Commerce, and to Phil Suter, who is President and CEO of the Greater Keene Chamber of Commerce, now including Peterborough. Thanks a lot.